Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Midday News on Global Television. Coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Jumai Manson. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. You can download the Global TV Nigerian mobile app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. Now the news in full. President Bola Tinubu has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to boosting economic growth, job creation and regional integration through strategic partnership and infrastructure. Speaking through the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, at the official commissioning of the African Trade Center in Abuja, President Tinubu described the newly inaugurated facility as a vital step towards enhancing trade capacity and fostering unity across the continent. Kike Lomo Okere reports.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who was represented by the Secretary at the official commissioning of the African Trade Center in Abuja, says the Africa Trade Center will play a pivotal role in unlocking new jobs opportunity, reducing unemployment and strengthening national by bridging regional divides and fostering collaboration across various sectors. According to him, the initiative will help in achieving Nigeria's long-term development goals and positioning the country as a major economic force within Africa and globally.
This occasion, which is about the commissioning of this building, is actually a realization of a broad vision for Africa's economic future. The AAT system is a testament to the power of collaboration, resilience, and forward-thinking leadership. It is founded on physical structure, discipline of innovation, and power in entrepreneurship, and catalyst for sustainable development.
One built on hope and determination. Like the other AATCs, the Abuja AATC will serve a multi-purpose goal. It will serve as a platform for fostering deeper regional and continental integration, and has Afrexim Bank's permanent regional office.
The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, and the Minister of Trade, Industry and Investment, Dr. Jumoke Uduwole, highlighted the current economic challenges facing the country, pointing out that Nigeria is grappling with the heightened financial risk and macroeconomic pressures. They further expressed confidence that the Africa Trade Center will serve as a hub for promoting intra-Africa trade, reducing reliance on import from outside the continent, and facilitating the seamless exchange of goods and services among African nations. The minister added that the AATC will attract both local and international investors, injecting much needed capital into the Nigerian economy, as well as creating a ripple effect that benefits other African economies.
A symbol of partnership, integration, and prosperity for the African continent.
This center is not just for Afrexim Bank or policymakers. It's for our youth hungry for knowledge and innovation, our women-owned businesses building legacies with limited access, our MSMEs trying to move from survival to skill, our exporters daring to compete globally.
All officials reiterated the federal government's dedication to supporting initiatives that drives economic inclusion, improve livelihoods, and position Nigeria as a gateway for trade and innovation in Africa. Kike Lomo Okere, Global Television News.
A Labour Party chieftain, Bashiru Apapa, has declared himself the acting national chairman of the party, citing a recent Supreme Court ruling as justification for his takeover. Addressing journalists at the press conference in Abuja, Apapa made reference to the Supreme Court judgment delivered on April 4th, 2025, which he claims validates his position. Ramsin Enoch reports.
Bashir Lamido Apapa says the Apex Court ruling invalidates all decisions and actions taken by Barrister Julius Abure since April 4, 2023, relying on Article 14, 2AB of the Labour Party Constitution. Apapa asserted that as the most senior deputy national chairman, he is now constitutionally empowered to assume leadership in an acting capacity. Alongside his announcement, he named Farouk Umar Ibrahim as the acting national secretary of the party.
The decision of the Supreme Court on setting aside all judgments that recognizes the leadership of Julius Abure as national chairman. I, Alhaji Bashiru Lamidi Akpakpa, who is the most senior deputy national chairman of our great party, and in consonance with our party constitution's Article 14(2)(a), B, hereby takes over the running of affairs of our great party with effect from today, Wednesday, the 9th day of April 2025, in acting capacity, and Alhaji Farouk Umar Ibrahim as National Secretary.
Apapa also revealed that the National Working Committee, that is NWC, as constituted in 2022, will convene on Monday, April 14, 2025. At the top of the agenda is a new strategic roadmap for the party, including plans to zone the national chairmanship to the north and the secretary position to the south.
My leadership hereby call on all members of our party, the National Working Committee of our great party, as at 2022, we meet next week, inshallah, 14th of April 2025, to announce our plans, which will include zoning the position of national chairman of the party to the north and national secretary to the south. My leadership will also take proactive steps to resuscitate the moribund board of trustees and makes it more functional.
Meanwhile, a separate faction loyal to 2023 presidential candidate Peter Obi and Abia State Governor Alex Otti has convened a national executive meeting. Ramsey Enoch Agbo reporting for Global TV News.
Meanwhile, in a bid to strengthen its leadership mechanism, the Labour Party has presented the true certificate copy of the Supreme Court judgment that ousted the Julius Abure-led executive. The delegation was led by Abia State Governor Alex Otti and Peter Obi. Godwin Sunday tells us more.
At the meeting, Governor Otti presented court's judgment which affirmed leadership of Senator Esther Usman. He read excerpts from the document confirming that the Supreme Court's decision upheld Senator Usman's leadership of the Labour Party.
A copy of the judgment that was just released not too long ago, signed by Honorable Justice John Okoro Enya. It's like I said, it's a 48-page document. From page 47. So by the time you finish listening to this, all the manipulations and the lies would take flight. The three issues submitted for determination, and I'm quoting, are hereby jointly resolved in favor of the appellants. And the appellants are distinguished Senator Esther Nenade Usman and distinguished Senator Darlington Mukocha.
Meanwhile, the party's 2023 presidential candidate, Peter Obi, expressed his satisfaction with the court's decision, urging party members to remain fearless and committed to the cause.
Do not fear anybody. So, those who feared yesterday have not done it better.
Yes.
We must speak when things are wrong.
Yes.
Nigeria is collapsing.
Yes, sir.
Anybody can say anything. The numbers are clear. The indices are clear. Very clear. More and more people are poorer. If you want, go to your village. The people who are begging now are no longer, there are even people that are no longer people who used to feed and are now begging. Even in this hotel, Every time I enter this hotel now, I see people who are telling me, Oga, I just came to Abuja, I can't go back in this hotel. So that shows you, these are where I used to come here. People say, Oga, will you drink? Come and eat, come and do this. Nobody's offering me anything now. They're asking me to bring something. That shows how bad it is. When you now see somebody without but I'm telling you, I can't go back. You see, I don't enter anybody. So let us know that things are difficult, things are bad.
With the Labour Party now under new leadership, all eyes are on the party's next steps as it prepares for the upcoming elections. Godwin Sunday, reporting for Global TV News.
The Nigerian Navy says it is stepping up efforts to strengthen civil-military cooperation through corporate social responsibility initiatives. Chief of Naval Staff Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala reaffirmed this commitment during a recent ceremony in Iseyin, Oyo State, where the Navy donated borehole facilities to local communities. Here is Sharon Ajay's report.
Iseyin, a prominent town in the Oke-Ogun region of Oyo State, is widely recognized for its agricultural strength and is regarded as one of the key contributors to the state's reputation as a food basket. However, one of the major challenges faced by some of its rural communities is the lack of access to potable water, a situation that significantly affects the quality of life for both adults and children. The Nigerian Navy has now intervened by donating 7 units of boreholes to benefit 7 rural communities in the ancient town. Representative of the Chief of Naval Staff, Monday Unueri, the Chief of Naval Transformation, says the initiative aligns with the Nigerian military's broader strategy to foster collaboration with civilians and promote national security.
The Chief of Naval Staff Quick Impact Project scheme is for 7 rear admirals, and it falls within the Nigerian Navy Civil Military Cooperation Initiative. It is essentially for the Nigerian Navy to contribute to the development of selected communities in order to enhance national security and national development on the long run.
Oba Shefiu Oyebola Aseyin of Iseyin says the initiative marks a significant milestone in the partnership between the Navy and the people of Iseyin.
We have already I promised the particular community a borehole, and you came at the right that I was even ruminating on how to deliver that borehole to them, that you have 7 boreholes to deliver. Definitely, you are in the spirit.
The initiative underscores the government's commitment to inclusive development, leveraging civil-military intervention to support vulnerable populations and improve overall living standards across the country. Sharon Ajay reporting for Global TV News.
State government has flagged off the 2025 measles and rubella advocacy with a call on stakeholders to ensure that adequate sensitization is taken to the grassroots for awareness and success of vaccination exercise, with essence of clearing stereotypes associated with such mass immunization programs. Felicity Inderi tells us more.
Measles and rubella, which is commonly referred to as German measles, according to medical experts, remain a health challenge, accounting for high mortality among children, a situation that calls for a concerted effort to stamp out these killer diseases. The flag off of the 2025 measles and rubella vaccine introduction advocacy in the Benue State is to ensure that adequate sensitization and enlightenment programs are taken to the 23 local government areas to educate the people on the need to present their children for the vaccination.
The negative connotation attached to this venture, and we are also handling that because we'll be having interactive sessions with them for us to dispel all that.
Blindness is associated with measles, which is not treated. Deafness is associated, brain damage is also associated with it, which means if your child is not protected with these 2 vaccines, you may even have a hole in the heart and you may not survive. So the most important thing and critical thing during this advocacy meeting is that we should bring out all our children in this age group to be vaccinated.
For stakeholders of the advocacy program, including chairman of the local government councils and their spouses, the future of the state can only be guaranteed with a healthy population, including children, which is why all hands must be on deck to ensure a hitch and lapses-free vaccination amongst these diseases.
We are targeting ages 5 to 15 so that when the time comes, you will not listen to the stereotypes. You will not listen to things like the vaccine is expensive.
There are lots of problems associated with rubella, which a lot of people don't know. They only discover they give birth to child and the child is having this form of abnormality and this form. So it is a preventive measure.
There's no nation that will bring something up to kill the children and women. So whatever the government has allowed, take it that is something that will help us prevent diseases, cure diseases, and outbreaks that would come on our way.
Governor Hyacinth Alia, represented by the Special Advisor, Bureau for Local Government and Chief Tenancy Affairs, Denin Aondwaka, emphasized that his administration places priority on health and wellness of the people. The reason much investment has been done in the health and human services sector.
Health itself, the management is good, but the first and most important thing is the prevention. And this is where this flag off comes. This advocacy program is very, very important.
The measles and rubella vaccination, which is for children between the ages of 9 months to 15 years, exception of pregnant women, will be carried out in October 2025. Thank you.
The Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Mohamed Partey, has emphasized the importance of affordable, quality healthcare and effective risk management in Nigeria. The minister made these remarks at the official launch of the Diaspora Hub app and Diaspora Health Insurance in Abuja. Queen Agaba tells us more.
The Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Mohamed Ali Partey, in his unveiling speech, congratulated the African Diaspora Corporation on reaching a significant milestone and highlighted the importance of the Diaspora Hub and Health Insurance Initiative. He acknowledged the progress made in enrollment and stressed the need to maintain this momentum moving forward. The minister also pointed out the extensive potential of the Diaspora Hub across various sectors, including real estate, agriculture, and healthcare. He therefore called for increased investment and collaboration to help develop infrastructure and enhance services.
The Nigerian diaspora and the African diaspora for really looking back at home and see how we can do that and how we can accelerate access to quality healthcare for all of our people. And also the Diaspora Hub, I think I'm inspired by the many ramifications of what it can be used connecting, bridging across nations, but also back here at home, whether it's in real estate, agriculture, investments, and Sylvester mentioned the healthcare value chain, an important area that we're still working on.
What affects one affects all. Health insurance is a form of solidarity, and the Diaspora Health Insurance underscores that solidarity, where what used to be known as a black tax.
Also, the Chief Executive Officer, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri, who was represented by the Director of Technology Transfer, Investment and Housing, explained that the Diaspora Hub can bridge gaps and strengthen connections between Nigerians abroad and their homeland. He says the initiative is essential in providing accessible healthcare for the diaspora community.
It showcases the power of collaboration and innovation in addressing the needs of our diaspora community. The Diaspora Hub promises to bridge gaps and foster connections between Nigerians abroad and their homeland. This platform can unlock opportunities for economic growth, cultural exchange, and knowledge sharing. The Diaspora Health Insurance Initiative is equally exciting, addressing a critical need for accessible health care among our diaspora population.
Our primary strategy to do this is to seek ways to reverse the long-standing African brain drain to brain gain in human capital development
by driving diaspora engagement and investment into the continent.
For Global Television, Queen Agaba reporting.
Religious leaders in Zamfara State have emphasized the importance of enrolling female children in school to acquire both Islamic and Western education. The cleric made this call during a 3-day workshop on validation of the Life Skills Safe Space Manual held in Gusau, the Zamfara State capital. Kabir Hassan has details.
The 3-day workshop was organized by the Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment. It's a World Bank-supported intervention project. The aim of the workshop was to gather input from stakeholders to refine a manual designed to impact life skills, reproductive health knowledge, and safe space practice to adolescent girls. The goal is to guide them through adolescence and prepare them to face life challenges with confidence.
Based on all the issues that affect the women and the adolescent, and even the adolescent with disabilities, that is women with disabilities, not only the women with disabilities, both the adolescent, those that doesn't have the disability, and the adolescent that has a disability. We are here to put our own inputs.
At the event, Islamic cleric Aminu Aliyu underscored the critical role of women in their homes. He stressed that without proper education, women may not be able to effectively fulfill their responsibilities as mothers and nurturers.
Parents, guardians, and all stakeholders must come together to ensure that women are properly educated.
Also speaking at the workshop, the state coordinator of the Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment Project, Saadatu Abdu Gusau, represented by the Executive Director of Voluntary Aid Initiative, Musa Omar, says, the workshop aimed to refine the Life Skills Safe Space Manual to better serve over 17,000 adolescent girls across 150 selected schools in the state.
Annual guide discussions that will be taking place targeting the 17,413 adolescent girls in senior secondary school across 150 secondary schools in Zamfara State. And apart from validating, apart from harmonization, as also coming out with a final copy, we're also using this opportunity to strengthen our collaboration, our partnership with the stakeholders towards achieving the desired objective.
The Zamfara State government added that it is in partnership with community and religious leaders, civil society organizations, and development partners in intensifying effort to promote girls' child education and reduce the number of out-of-school children, especially girls. Hassan Kabir reporting for Global TV.
And now in sports, Mohamed Saleh has put an end to more months of speculation over his future by signing a new 2-year contract with Premier League leaders Liverpool. Saleh has scored 243 goals in 394 appearances for the Reds since joining from Roma in 2017, making him the club's 3rd highest goal scorer of all time. Still on sports night, Ikorodu City delivered a commanding performance to sweep aside Castina United 6-0 at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena on Thursday evening, keeping their continental hopes alive in their debut Nigeria Premier Football League season. First half goals from Emmanuel Solomon and Shola Adelani, combined with 4 more strikes after the break, helped the Lagos-based side climb into the top 4 ahead of Shooting Stars. And that's it on Global TV Midday News. A quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Now kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen by using Global TV NG. You know, you can download the Global TV Nigerian app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. I am Jumai Manson. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon.